Hello and welcome to another video, this one on some of the books I've bought in the last week or so. I've pop in from time to time to our local independent bookstore, and they've got quite a large second-hand book section upstairs, and they also do some cut price new books as well. And I go in there every few weeks or a couple of months and see if there's anything new appeared. And this is my most recent haul from a trip across there last weekend. So I'll have a look at the books individually. It's just a brief overview. It's not a review of the books as such, because I've not read them. It's just a quick look at what I like. So we'll start off with the smallest book. This was in the second-hand section, and it's a biography of Squadron Leader Władysław Nowak of the Polish Air Force, latterly the RAF. And this is what have we got? 158 pages, £12.99 in the second-hand section for £2.50, and it says second-hand, but it doesn't look like it's been opened. It looks brand new to me. Anyway, it was Squadron Leader in the RAF, and I was particularly struck by it as I've recently, or last year, I bought the 3-volume history of 303 Squadron, Hurricane Squadron, the Polish guys, one of the best performing squadrons in World War II. And I thought this guy might be one of those, but I just had a quick flick through, and it looks like his service is with 306 Squadron rather than 303, but nevertheless, so we've got a biography of Władysław Nowak, born in 1908 in Poland, and photographs on a lot of the pages. His flight diary entries, his brief history, and through his time with the RAF, so his logbook. So that'll make some interesting reading. So that's the first one I got. So the second book is Fighting in Normandy, the German Army from D-Day to villers-bocage, and it's tales from mainly officers, I think, of their time in Normandy. Quite apposite at the moment with the 75th anniversary of the D-Day landings last month, in fact a month ago, in about an hour's time. And this was in the new book section, or the cut price. So again, £12.99, reduced to £4.99, brand new. And it's what have we got? 250 page, and it's entries from various different participants. So we've got General, Lieutenant, General Majors. We've got General de Panzer. We've got Oberleutnant, and I think these are sort of war diary entries of the fighting in France. So starts off on June the 7th, very important day in my family, and we go through various war diaries and diary entries in date order. Not so many pictures in this one. A few maps. We get some black and white picture section, and we carry on through oh, excuse me, through June to, what was that, 13th of June, And then we get some journal entries. Panzer tactics in Normandy. And the forces. So there we go. Fighting in Normandy. Edited by David Isby. Collection of writings of some of the probably higher ranked participants. And next we've got an Images of War book on the SS Grenadiers on the Russian front by Bob Carruthers, prolific writer and often seen on documentaries on the History Channel and elsewhere. This is in the second-hand section, $14.99, and it was reduced to £4. Again, although it says second-hand, it looks like it's never been opened, apart from by me. And it's a collection of photographs. So we've got 160 pages of photographs, other than the brief sort of text entry at the start. The book is full to the brim of photographs of the SS in action on the Eastern Front, which happens to be one of my main World War II interests. Ever since, as a young teenager, I did my O-level project on Stalingrad, and I've been interested in it ever since. So lots of footage, black and white shots. Some of them are described as rare, so presumably not been published before. Isn't it a shame that they weren't taken in colour, because the uniform detail in all these books would have been fantastic for us modellers when we're painting up our troops. But anyway, a nice little addition to the collection. Images of War, SS Grenadiers on the Russian front. And finally I've got another new book at a reduced price. First Winter on the Eastern Front, 41 to 42. The Stackpole Military Photo Series. And this one comes in around about $25. It doesn't say the pounds, shilling and pence, but it was $7.99 in my local bookshop. And again, this is a photographic journal from the Stackpole Military Collection. Well, we published in 2013, and again, it's just packed full of photographs on the Eastern Front. With a little bit of text under each photograph, and then in the middle we've got a colour section, useful for us painters. The Wehrmacht, equipment, winter gear, the Red Army, weapons and uniform details. Then we get a section on German armoured and motorised vehicles. And then a section on Soviet armoured vehicles. So that's KV-2 there, with a massive turret. Finnish captured T-28, the old Katusha. Artillery and anti-tank guns. I'm just printing out a F-18 at the moment. Well, I have been today. And that's towards the end of the book. So we've got 180 odd pages. packed full of black and white photographs from the Russian front. So that's the latest collection or addition to the collection on military books. Thank you for watching.